Hi and welcome to another episode of Fishing Western Australia.
This week we could be anywhere, so sit back and let's see what's coming up.
Bite, bite.
Today we'll share with you some top secret Tailor tips from Perth.
Have a look at that. Look at that teeth.
We'll also head to Albany and fish the beautiful Calgon River.
Plastic lure right in the gob. You wouldn't believe it. Oh, we've got a real treat here for you today because for a couple of years, Harry's been wanting to see my secret tailor spot, mate. There it is.
Well, mate, it definitely looks really good, and I reckon, mate, you've promised me I can get a tailor. So
well, you know what?
This is what we're going to do.
That's right, this is my thing. I will guarantee we're going to pull Tailor out of there. That's how confident I am. Well, I might. I don't know about you.
No,
we'll see how we go.
Yeah, we'll see how we go, mate. Yes, definitely.
Now you're in my backyard here. This is Steve's home court, and I'm going to share some tips with you for big tailor fishing. And here's the first: garfish. Nice sized gardies. You can get them from tackle stores and break that beak off. The beauty of garfish is you can cast them all day and they won't fall off like muleys. I use a gang of 4 5/0 hooks, and these are uvellas, and they come in a box with the eyes already open. They're very sharp and they're very good. I've got a 40-pound coated mono leader, and I've joined it to my main line there with a double uni knot, piece of cake. Now show you how to bait up the garfish. It's different to a muley. Here we go. We lay it out so you can see where the hooks are going to go, and then we sew it through the belly, and this makes it swim straight, just like this. They're such fantastic baits, garfish. I don't know why more people don't use them. Last one through the beak, and Beaky Boy is ready for a big tailor. I tell you what, southeasterly wind, a nice bit of drift. I reckon today is the day. Nice big wave coming. That's the spot. It's a fine line between letting it sink too far and not getting it down to where the fish are, so you have to be prepared to lose a few rigs. Yep. Oh, it's a bit of fish. Oh, he's going for a run.
All right, I'll get us out of here.
Oh, come on, you're spoiling my fun.
Ah, lose it again. We'll go for the red rocks.
Woo!
Get us out of here slowly.
Oh, he's come off.
Has he?
Yep,
you
he
lost
has.
him.
I lost him.
There were so many tailor on this reef, they were finning on the surface like trout. Don't be distracted though. The better fish are always in the foam and out of sight.
Bite, bite. Ooh. Yep, on.
It looks good.
Oh yes, I knew there'd be one in that wash. That's why you have to get right into it. Now, Harry's just got the boat just gently forward to keep us away from the rocks. I'm going to let the fish run if he wants to, but there is rocks down here and it feels like a solid bit of weight. Woohoo! Didn't take long when they're here. They're always in that foam. All right, mate, that'll do you.
That'll do.
Yep. Want to take a bit of drag, this one. He's going to come out the water, I'll bet.
Then we'll get a bit of a jump on that.
I reckon he might. I love it when they jump. But he's actually got a fair bit of line on me so far. They're pretty clean fighters, the Tailor. Right, now we're in the clean water. We can just pop the boat in neutral. Nice silent Honda. Doesn't annoy us. No fumes. Gotta love that.
Oh, I can see colour. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's good fish.
Yeah. Look at
Good
him.
fish. Oh, he's running.
That's excellent. I'll tell you what.
Oh, he's running at me.
Now I know why this is your favourite spot, mate.
Oh, yes. Secret Tailor spots. Oh, there's a Samson fish after him. Look at this. This time of year,
Sambo's phone a friend.
There's a Samson fish after him there. No wonder he was freaking out. It's good tailor though. Good tailor. Have a look at that. Have a look at that for a tailor. No, don't worry about the net. He's got those hooks right down him. Look at this. Perth tailor, who says they don't get big, splashing me all over the place. Oh, fantastic. Come on, mate. Come on. Come on. Come on. Woo-hoo-hoo! Perth tailor. Now this is why you always fish around reefs for tailor, because they're not choppers here. They're big. They're very big. Can't even hold him. Have a look at that. Look at that teeth. He's only about 1.5 kilos, but that is unbelievable. Now what we're going to do is, we're not going to spook the school. I've got a live bait tank on my boat. We're going to pop him in there because if I chuck him back, he'll probably tell the school I'm here catching them, and they will nick off, believe it or not. Seeing that foam there, mate? That's where you want it. That's good, in the foam. Just let it sink down. They'll take it as it drops, because as that sun starts to rise, the tailor will go down in the water table. The wind's also at our back. The reason that is because while we're fishing, we don't want to have to worry about playing a fish while the boat's drifting into the rocks. Your boat in the south of the WA will always drift with the wind. Don't worry about the waves. We're surprised if we hook one of those sambos, mate.
I know. That'd be fun on this gear.
No, it wouldn't be fun. It'd be about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Go
on.
On, again.
Straight away. See, I was just letting it sink down. Woohoo! Now just put on your line in there, mate. You might have to wind your lining because he's got a bit of size to him, and there's going to be a Samson fish on his clacker. You watch. See now, I'm just under you there. Wind, wind, wind. Oh, yep, that's it. Woo-hoo-hoo.
All right.
This is just great fun, and you can see they're sitting right in that foam.
Okay, you caught it there.
Oh, he's thrashing on the surface. There's rocks everywhere. He's going for the rocks. He's going for the rocks.
Right,
No, we're all right, mate. Just drift, just drift. I'll play him around those rocks. Oh, lovely bit of, oh, jumping. Go on, do that again. Fantastic. In the early morning sun here off Fremantle. Oh, look at that.
He's nice.
Gill flare. Oh, he's only got one hook in him. He's only got one hook in him. He might come off there. He might come off.
Oh,
I like to lift him.
It's just
Yeah, it's just the final part of the equation. Fantastic. Now, if you grab them under the belly, see like that? Hold them like that, they won't move. Just watch your fingers, because the teeth are really sharp. If you look in, there's him and a mate. Fish.
Stick around because after the break we've got the most important secret of all.
There's one other secret weapon that I forgot to tell you about. Now, there's one other secret weapon that I forgot to tell you about. Always give my guardie there a spray with the old Captain Gordon's chum line. Look at that can. That's been around the state about 4 times now. What that does is get a bit of oil in the water. Really fires them up, and as you can see, as soon as it hits the water, they're on. Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh, he took it nice.
he's back. Yeah, he had to go at the bait. And he came back. And he's on.
There he is.
Oh, yeah.
Down the rock.
Oh, I've got him at the rocks. It's actually not a very big one, but that chum line, he's got mates too. They're just everywhere. They are just everywhere. So many Tailor in here. That chum line's really fired him up. Come on. For a little fish, got some spirit.
I love him.
Now, I'll tell you what, that's probably because he knows there's sambos down here and they're going to eat him if he's not careful. Oh, look, there's so many Tailor following him on the surface. Fantastic. You going to give us a jump? Nah. Oh, yes, he is at the engine. Beautiful. Oh, look, actually, it's just the same as the last ones. Oh, fantastic. Love Tailor. All right, mate. In the live bait well with you. And quite the collection in there. Now those herring have started to move in, and that's not a good thing. It means the Tailor have probably started to go deep, gone off the bite. I'm going to give it one go with the fly rod. I really want to catch one on fly. Pop us in there, Harry.
All right.
Just one. All right, here we go. Just let it sink down into the foam. They're going to be a little bit deeper now that sun's up. Little jerky strips. Might have been a nudge then. Yes! Mate, back out now, back out now. I'm not going to stop. Oh yes, yes, it's a Tailor, I'm sure this time. He's grabbed that.
Fly, Steve.
I've got it, watch out for the reef.
Yeah, mate, I'm watching.
Oh, I don't think he knows he's hooked yet. There he is on the surface. Look at this. Unbelievable. He's just swimming on the top. Look. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Is that you can just be so gentle with them. And, oh, come here, mate. Come here. Have a look at that. On the fly. Look at that, right at the corner of the mouth. Well, not the corner, just in the top. And, oh, you've had a good go at that, haven't you, mate? Hang on, I'll get that out of you. What a way to finish the day, eh? Unbelievable. I think it's time to put them all back. Have a look at this. Watch him swim off. See ya. There's a couple more in here, mate. Look at the size of this one. What a beauty. That live bait tank doing its job. And one more. Wouldn't you know? A triple release. Even better than a triple hookup. Fantastic. Well, there's plenty of snags in Roxy, mate.
It's looking fantastic. It just looks like there's so much habitat here for the bream.
Oh, yeah. Big slopey rock bar here.
Look at the trees. You've got a whole lot of snags. You've got all these fallen trees. It's bream city. There's got to be bream everywhere.
Yeah, this has to be here. I reckon here.
Yeah, looks good.
Honeymoon Island, that's the go.
Right along those rocks.
Yeah. Well, the Calgon River in Albany is one of the most beautiful river systems in Western Australia, and Kurt, there's a lot of bream in here.
I've also heard there's a few mulloway apparently.
Yeah, Jim from Albany Rods and Tackle said if we go and work the snags here with soft plastic lures, there might even be some mulloway in them.
I reckon we're in with a chance. We'll certainly see some bream, I reckon. I just hope we get a mulloway, Steve.
Well, we've seen him catch bream. Can he catch mulloway on soft plastics? We'll soon find out. Now what we're going to do today is fish here with these soft plastic lead heads. You can see I've got a lead head jig with a soft plastic rubber tail, and it just wiggles about. Kurt, there's so many to choose from though.
Oh, that's the hard part, Steve, is what colour to use. But I'm going to go for my favourite. I just can't lose on this colour here. But to be honest, any of them will work.
Yeah, now that one, that's called the pumpkin seed shrimp, isn't it?
Pumpkin seed shrimp.
Gee, they're about 50 cents each. So it doesn't matter if you lose a few. They work in Perth. I reckon they'll work here, but ooh, it's chilly and there's a bit of overcast conditions.
I'm quietly confident.
Bream love it, presenters don't.
Oh. Oh, I tell you what, Steve, if this is a bream, I think it's a big one. I think it's
going out to the middle, mate.
I think it's a mulloway.
Oh, no way.
A lot of head shaking.
Yeah, it's going to be a mulloway.
Well, it might be a bream. It's the dumbest bream if it is, because usually they go the other way, into the
That's
snags.
right, straight to the snags.
Yeah. This one's gone out in the middle of the river.
I can't believe you. You can take you anywhere and you can just pull fish. We'll get around the back of him and confuse him. It's got to be a mulloway, doesn't it?
It's got a fair bit of weight there. I hope it's a bream, because if it's a bream, it's a
It's
big
a
one.
beauty.
Okay, it should come up any second now.
All right.
Oh, I just want to see, come on. Don't you hate when they just sit deep enough so you just can't see them? And then if you accidentally lose them...
Don't you accidentally lose this before we see it. Oh, it is. I've seen it. It looks
like a bream.
No, it's a mulloway. It's a mulloway. It's a nice little soapy.
Soft plastics rock, I tell you.
Shaking his head. All right, I'll put the net down here. Swim in.
I'll swim him forward. Okay, you ready? He's going to come up. He's going to have a bit of a...
No, he's still diving. Still diving. It's all right. Nope, nope, nope. Beautiful colours.
we go.
done.
Ah, well done.
Kurt
Look at that
Blanksby.
colour.
How you going? Look at that. Soft plastic lure right in the gob. You wouldn't believe it.
Tell you what, they just work on everything, don't they? Look at the beautiful bronze colour on it. It's been in the river.
Oh, I'm just speechless. Have a look at this. That is a mulloway. It's only what we call soapy or a baby one, but aren't they beautiful here in the Calgon? Quite sharp teeth here as well. Have a look at those. They're like Tailor teeth. And no leader, doesn't matter, you still got him. Off he went straight away. One mulloway. Gee, I hope there's a few more in here. Kurt, this technique you're using with the soft plastics, it really seems to be dynamite. Where did you learn it?
What I did is I watched a video of some guys over east just fishing for bream in these bream comps, and they're just doing this little twitch like this, and I tell you what, it just drives the fish crazy. It's
So you let it sink.
let it sink and just lots of little, not the old bounce technique, it's just
No.
lots of little twitches, Steve, and it's been working so well for me. I just won't change at the moment. I'm just catching so many fish.
And just let that lure sink to the bottom after you've cast, because the fish we're targeting, bream and mulloway, they're on the bottom. Oh yes, Kurt,
You
I'm
on,
on,
Steve?
I'm on.
What do you call it, bream? Mulloway.
Wow, I don't think it's a bream,
I reckon that's another mulloway, Steve.
I think you could be right.
It's gone to the middle of the river again. Yeah, they're little mulloway. Can you do it, mate? I'll grab the net for you, one sec.
Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, now is it going to be the same size as mine or bigger, you reckon?
No, it's not very big. Might not even be legal, but it's a mulloway on a lure nonetheless. I haven't caught too many on
You
lures.
see how the mulloway go to the middle, but the bream always going to the snags.
That's right. I prefer actually the middle, to be honest.
Oh, look at the colour of them. Beautiful.
Oh yes, it's a mulloway, all right. Have a look at this. Almost exactly the same size as yours. So there must be a school of these fish just working the area.
I reckon
And look
mine
at
was a bit bigger.
Yeah, you might have been.
Aren't they lovely?
Bit bigger. There's that. Fisherman, eh? Oh, look at that. Once again, it's the same colour, the pumpkin seed, slider grub. Well, that wasn't coming out. He's really got that right in the corner. They've got a lot of teeth here, haven't they? Do you find the mulloway you're catching the swan have the same sort of teeth on them?
They do, but they don't really seem to cut the line. It's more a holding tooth. Hangs onto the bait fish they're grabbing.
Have a look at that.
Well done, Steve.
They're such a beautiful colour. Listen to him grunting. Well, look, we don't want to keep him out of the water too long. We'll pop him straight back in. Well, one to Kurt, one to me. Do you reckon we can get one to break the deadlock?
Oh, I think we're going to have to be a tiebreaker, I think, Steve.
Well, I've got to beat him at something. Oh no, he's done
Yeah,
it.
there's a fish. I think it's a bream. No, look, it's gone out again. There's a mulloway.
You reckon?
Well, he's hanging out from the snag. It's no bream, I know. They always go in.
Oh, it's getting
Let's
cold.
go
I
in.
reckon there might be a bit of a storm coming, mate. I think you're going to have to... Oh, we're going to hit the rocks. It's all happening.
Come on out. Okay.
It is a
Got the
mulloway.
net. Got the net there, Steve.
Oh, hang on. I'm just trying to avoid crashing here at the moment.
Okay. He's out. He's out. He's on the top.
All right.
Oh,
Actually, we might just lift him.
he's
What do you
right.
reckon?
He's a little bit smaller than the other two. Let's bring him over.
Come here.
Jeez, I love those jigs.
That one's gone right in the mouth. Look at that. You might be able to see that if you look closely. He's taken that right in his gob. Wonderful. Lift him by the jig.
Well, no bream, but they can't complain about the mulloway.
No way, but you've done me again. First it was bream, then it's mulloway. 2-1 to Mr. Blanksby.
It's the jigs, I tell you.
Well, yes, he's been doing a lot longer than me.
Yeah,
this
I've had a bit of
jigging thing.
practice with him. I think you ought to get out there and practice a bit more, Steve.
Well, why don't you do that? Why don't you get out there and practice as well? These things are so cheap. Fish them in the Swan River, fish them here in Albany. He doesn't want to let it go, and why would you? One more release for the day, and I think we'll get off home. Just got to be careful after they've been fighting, just to keep him there, make sure he's healthy, and he's off.
We think our next episode is one of our best ever. We'll be in the Pilbara, where the action amazed even us.
Why jump? If there's a coral trout in the ocean, you're going to find it. They've got different teeth. That's beautiful. That's the biggest cobia I've ever caught.
Well, unfortunately, we've run out of time again, Steve.
That's right, but there's plenty more to come in this series, so we'll catch you next week on Fishing Western Australia.